views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast are the content creator's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of Essex County College. The material and information presented here is for entertainment and informative purposes only. It should not be considered as professional advice or a substitute for seeking professional guidance.
Ooh, okay. Welcome to Stay in Your Lane, episode 3. All right, so as usual, let's just get into it. So put on some music and let's get some groove. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Ready, set, goes. Ready, set, goes. So welcome back. Today is October the 3rd, and we have a big day today. As I told you and I promised you guys, today is an amazing day because we have a special guest, which is amazing. So I hope everyone has checked out our first and second episode. Remember, you can always check out this episode on YouTube and also Spotify. Just type in Stay in Your Lane and you will see the amazing introduction. So episode 1, we have warm up, and episode 2, look out for that because it's the shade. So with no over ado, you already know it's your girl Samantha, and it's time to get spicy, airy, and give out some motivation and some inspiration. So who do we have today for Stay in Your Lane? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let me actually set the stage. Let's set the stage a little. Ooh, okay. Maybe we need some music. Let's get it. Let's go. Everybody, time to hit the floor. All right, so I have today with me Theme Hefner, okay? He is in media and production. But not only that, he does art. Amazing art. He's been in the industry for over 15 years, and he's also a security for celebrities. So we're talking to a very important person today, okay? So you already know. Hefner, how are you?
I'm okay. I think you're going to get me fired from security, though.
I am going to get you fired from security?
Yeah, you're giving out too much information.
Guys, what do you think about that? You think I'm going to get him fired, or I may even get him to get promoted? I think you may get promoted. You don't think so?
I don't know.
So let's go back. You say you've been working 3 jobs?
Yeah, I'm working 3 jobs right now. Only reason because I stayed at the college because I was trying to get a full-time position.
Okay.
But the only thing about it is, like, I kept messing around in classes, so they want you to have your associates. So I'm working on that right now. It's never too late.
It's never too late. That's what I'm talking about. It's never too late. So you said that you're in 3 different lanes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, stay in your lane. If you want to get that full-time position, you have to master what you need to do in order. So let me ask you, I know you've been working at Essex County for over 15 years. Is that correct?
Yep.
So how did you get
16.
in that? 16 years?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So give me a little backstory. Let the people know about you.
All right. So, I came from, high school into college.
Okay.
Me being in Jersey, living in Newark, New Jersey.
Okay, big up Newark.
Yeah. The only issue is, like, you learn more in elementary than high school. I wasn't prepared for college at the time. I thought I was. Got here. I'm like, oh, we didn't learn that. It was I think it was geometry or something like that.
Geometry?
Yeah.
Mathematics.
Yeah, I didn't.
It was kicking you. It was kicking you left and right.
Yeah, I know the N's and the Y's and the who's and the what.
And the Q and the P's and the T's.
Yeah, I was like, oh, we didn't learn that.
You did. You did learn it. Maybe wasn't paying attention.
Nah, we didn't. They ain't teach us that in high school.
They didn't teach you that in algebra? Mm-mm. That's the first. You learned that in 7th. You know what's so funny? I did my maths test yesterday, and today I had maths class, and my maths teacher was like, "This algebra, you learn it from 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 grade," and I'm like, "Professor, we don't remember."
Yeah, nah. I don't even think you need it.
We do actually. I'm not gonna lie, we do need the math. So you said straight off high school, you end up coming to college, Essex County.
Yeah, Essex County College. 2007.
2007. So you end up dropping out of college.
No, I didn't drop. I was failing, like chasing women, failing.
Oh, so you pull a curve. You went out
Yeah.
to the other side. You become
So what? Like the whole thing too. Like once you start not going to class, it become a rotation thing. Like you just don't want to go to class anymore. And then you start hanging out.
okay.
And that,
Very sure we have a lot of people in college right now that can relate to that, right? So I want you guys to listen keenly. All you gentlemen out there and young boys that's in college right now, listen to Thahim. You're here. You don't want to make this mistake, all right? At all. Even though mistake is, it's a part of the journey.
it's part of the journey, part of learning.
Per learning.
You don't
Ooh,
always.
I like that.
Yeah. So another thing too, like you don't really need to go to college. It's a choice. I choose that because of not too many males in my family graduated from college. So I choose to go to college instead of getting a trade.
Okay.
So what happened was my major was art at the time. And back then, like you can get something with art. But now these days you can't really get anything with art unless you already have the money. You can own your own studio and stuff like that because it costs money to do that.
Yes, money made the world go around.
Unless you get grants and you got the gift of gab.
Otherwise, it's very you gotta dig yourself, right? You gotta hustle from the bottom to get up. So let's go back. You mentioned you were failing in class back in 2007.
Yeah.
So we're in 2024. So did you leave because you were failing? You leave?
So the thing
college.
I didn't leave college, so I was still hanging around here because the atmosphere was different than from being at home.
Okay.
And in my neighborhood. Okay. So it's like I took myself out of another atmosphere and got into a better atmosphere. But I was still myself, but still like learning the process of like it's not just a box. There's other stuff out here too. So when I got to college, I realized that. And the reason why I was failing chasing women, and my grandmother had passed.
My condolences to her.
Yeah, so at that time, and like there was a lot of crazy stuff going on at home. Personal things got in the way of school too.
Okay, so it's kind
and
of
that was kind of like I made that into a excuse.
Oh,
yeah.
So you okay? So that's what you was using as a excuse to do the other things that you wanted to do,
so
which actually prevented you from chasing.
Yeah. So
your goals.
How I got the job here at the school, I said there was a lady called what was her name? I ain't gonna say her name though. I'm gonna say Bebby. I'm gonna make up her name. Her name was Bebby, and she needed help putting the soundboard together.
You gotta put a cricket. He's not saying her name, okay?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say her name. I ain't trying to get sued. Allegedly.
Ooh.
Like, nah.
Allegedly. Let's put that right in there. He's not trying to get sued, okay? All right. So you said, let's call her. We're gonna call her Debbie. She helped you to get a job.
Yeah. So she helped me get the job here at the college, and so, but the thing was like, she's like, after a while, she's like, oh, let me know if anybody talking about me, whatever. I said, well, that's not what I'm here for, but okay.
Yes.
I said, unless you gonna give me a little bit of extra on the top, I'll snitch on everybody.
What? Who you telling?
Hey. But I was like, but other than that, that's not what I'm here for.
Ooh, we have to put a drum roll. Like, wait, did she really tell you to? Yeah, she gave you a position. She wanted you to actually.
Yeah, she wanted me to
do reporting.
Yeah, like I'm not doing. That's an extra pay. That's a different job.
Yes, that's not in the description.
Yeah, it's not. So anyway, like so at the time went on, like I felt after I helped her set up the board, and I realized that it was opening. It was a job opening at the college. She was telling me, because she was working in media, but she didn't know how to use the board. I'm like, I don't understand. You work in media, but you know how to set up something. So I was like, oh, wow. So I was like, all right. So I hooked up, set it up. And she was like, oh, you should go fill out the application for it, whatever. And I filled it out. So I said, you know what? I hang around in this school so much that I might as well get a job here. So that's how I wound up having a job.
At Essex County. And that was back in, what, 2007 or
2009.
2009.
Yeah.
So you leave high school in 2007, came to Essex County, end up failing, and then you just decide to stick around because of the atmosphere and the energy, which was different from
it kept me out of trouble. But
so who was Thaim in high school?
Oh man, I was in high school.
Yeah.
I was that kid that was popular, that knew everybody.
Okay.
But you would never thought I was popular because the way I carried myself.
Quiet?
I was
Reserved?
quiet, but I was like one of those people that like just pop out the scene out of nowhere and then leave.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got a lot of trouble in high school?
Not really. I was the one. It was weird. Like, I did get in trouble. I think everybody had their moments in high school.
Yes.
Yeah. I think one of my teachers, I think she had a crush on my dad, so she would like make up stuff.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. I think she would make up. Yeah. I think my father figured it out. Like, what is this? She used to make up stuff just to see my dad. So he was like, I think your teacher got a thing for me. She keep saying you doing this and this in the class. I'm like, you know what? I told her, man, I skipped her class that day. I don't know what she talking about.
Wow. So she would do things just for your dad to come in.
Yeah. So he stopped coming to the school anyway after that.
So you did he pick it up or you
Yeah,
picked it up and then say it to him?
Yeah, he picked it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a little bit about your background before we dive a little deeper. How growing up in Newark, how was it?
It's okay. I mean, if you live by that lifestyle, you're gonna die by that lifestyle.
Okay.
So far, like I told you, I don't think I even told you, but I'm very observative and adapt to my environment.
Okay.
So,
what sign are you?
I'm an Aries.
You're Aries. Which month is that? Is that February?
April the 6th.
April?
Yeah.
Okay, Aries.
Yeah.
I'm a Libra.
Liars.
Oh my God! Why would you say that? Let's not. We are the sweetest. We are the sweetest.
Y'all never leveled.
We never what?
Y'all never leveled.
No, we're always imbalanced. That's why. But when we're balanced, we're amazing human beings of that. So you said growing up in Newark was amazing. So are you, how many brother siblings do you have?
I have a little brother and a little sister, and my father recently got married. So I have stepbrother and 2 stepsisters.
So you're the oldest.
No, I'm not the oldest.
No.
By my father being married, one of my stepsisters is the oldest.
Okay, but
between my birth mother and my birth father, I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest. Okay, so that's good. So you're leading by example and stuff. So you were a good kid.
Yeah, but the thing is, that situation is just me and my sister live with each other. My little brother, we don't have the same father.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that happened. So you leaving high school and coming into college. You mentioned that none of your parents went to college. Is that correct?
No, they went to high school, but they ain't go to college. I have some aunts and uncles that probably did some college but didn't finish.
Okay, and so you wanted to change that.
Yeah.
So how did you get in the lane of actually medium production?
So like I said, the lady got me the job.
Okay.
And I didn't know too much about film and stuff like that. I was really into like artwork and like, cause I did art since elementary to high school. And then I got to college I joined a couple of clubs, like performing arts and stuff like that. Cause I was really into music and dance after a while.
Okay.
At the time I was here, which I usually do tell people now that the mistake I made when I came to college, I joined the club, which I should have did my classes first, then join the club next semester. Because you try to cram your clubs with your classwork and it don't work, then that's how you start skipping.
Yes. You want to know? I'll give you a word of advice. I have a professor that said something to me because I had that same experience when I first came here back in February. I was a social. I'm like, I want to join different club to try to find my tribe. Because at that time, I came here in 2 crutches. I was going through a lot. So I'm like, I want to meet other people. And a professor said to me, he said, the best club you will ever join is your education. Is your courses, because you got to spend time. Because when you fail, if you fail through that, any club that you're in, it doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to get you through the next one. But which club did you end up joining?
What, when I was here?
Yeah.
The first time I came
Yeah.
here? It was performing arts, which is basically dance, music. It's like kind of like the drama club.
The drama, okay.
But without the drama.
Without the drama.
Yeah. It's just more like performing arts is more like alternative dance. Like you're dancing to the lyrics of the person singing. And what else? And I had a music dance class and all that stuff too.
Okay, so you're a big part of art and you love art. So I know you mentioned that you're getting back your degree. What you started back in 2007, you picked it up back and you're back in media and production, right? Tell me more about that.
Yeah, I changed it to new media technology.
New media. So tell us, what's new media technology?
So new media technology is basically a major that is multi mix. I could do cinema, screenwriting, which I don't really care for screenwriting. That's not my thing. But yeah, it's multiple things: podcasts, editing, lighting, photography. It's
a lot of different lanes, right?
Multifaceted.
Yeah,
so that's why I did it.
Ooh, I like that. That's very good. So out of all those different things that they teach in new media technology, which one sparks you the most? Like which lane do you want to master?
Well, my thing now is editing. I've been doing that for a while, and I got pretty good at it. I self-taught myself. And it's like if you don't use it, you lose it. Mm-hmm. So you got to keep doing it.
Yes.
So I got a little better with that, and then I started off with pictures first. When I got into my security job, I noticed that I had a lot of free time.
Okay.
So I would sit there at the desk and start making pictures and videos because I didn't have time to create art by hand. So I did it on digital when I had got a phone and learned certain apps and stuff. But what really got me into it was I had a friend I was close with in MPT. He said yo, you mad funny. Uh-huh. So we should do skits and stuff.
They just had to laugh at that.
You mad funny. So all right, let's do skits and stuff. I'm all right. So we start meeting up on the weekend and start making stupid skits. I still have some old stuff too. We'll do pranks and stuff.
Okay.
I feel like before YouTube even got popular, we was doing that stuff, and I feel like dag, we did it before even people started doing it.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I could have went far with it, but we didn't continue it.
Okay.
Yeah, so
y'all kind of stare at your lane. What happened?
Yeah, we started it, but we didn't
finish.
Finish.
What make y'all didn't finish it? You had a video, and it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't me because I was still learning editing and stuff at the time. I was still wet behind the ears with it. So,
It was more of him, like.
yeah, it was more like him, but he went into a little crisis.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Got demotivated.
yeah, he got stuck into the politics of things, and he started looking at these videos about what you call that, about like
What?
conspiracies.
Conspiracies videos.
Yeah, he got hooked on conspiracies, and I was like, man, you better leave that stuff alone, man. Ain't nobody watching that stuff late at night. You think people listening to you on your phone calls and.
Wow.
Yeah, he started tripping. I'm like, oh, man.
Wow. So you see how sometimes you can find your passion in something and then you end up tap into a different world, and it kind of shift your mindset and make you feel like what you're doing is not really good.
Yeah. Yeah, the other thing, too, was he started messing with his diet. He did it too fast.
Okay.
So it messed with his mental.
Okay.
So it was a lot to do with that. And then, he had got me another job at a car part place.
Okay.
He got me the job because the school was going through a little financing crisis at the time.
Okay.
So I had got laid off, but they still was using me for like outsource stuff. So I'm working there. He been there for like years, and I got the supervisor position.
Wow.
For the night shift. Wow. Because they like the way I work. Because everywhere I go, I work hard. Like I guess people see that the potential that I have, but then I start notice stuff too when I working. I see stuff that I don't like, and I try to change it. And they don't like that because I stand my ground. Okay. Yeah,
but I mean, sometimes you got to go in some place and make your voice be heard, and actually, if you can change your rule for the better, you leave an impression. So you mentioned you end up going to security, the same place that he was in, and then you end up getting the position, and it changed the friendship.
So what happened was I wasn't going, at the time I wasn't doing security. Okay. But I did got my SORAs at the time. So at the time I was working at a car park. It's called CAPS. It's a car. They sell car parts. Okay. Everything is from Taiwan. Like you get everything is made in Taiwan. Okay. So what happened was I got the job, worked the night shift. My sister lived across the street from me, so that's why it was easy for me to go from there, and then school.
Okay, had it easy.
Yeah. The 27 is the worst bus ever.
You see, he put it out there, guys. If you're taking the 27, be careful.
And the 24.
The 24.
The 24 is the hottest bus.
Listen. I don't know about the 24, but the 21. Do you have anything about the 21? Because I take the 21.
Yeah, I don't think I have a problem with the 21. I think the worst bus line right now is the 24. And I think, if I remember, the 31. I haven't caught a bus since COVID, but yeah.
Oh wow! Well, I've been catching. I've been taking the bus ever since I had my car accident back in 2022 because I had that PTSD. I have not been behind back a wheel because mentally I'm not really there. But it's 2024 and I'm in a much better place and healthier place. So maybe by the end of the year I'll be having a new whip. Let's see what it's gonna be. The miracle is in town. So when did you find your path of wanting to focus on your digital production? Because you've been doing art for over 15 years, right? You've been at this school for over 16 years. Now you're getting back your degree. You're getting back the certification, which should help you to actually go to full-time here at the school because you have to have an associate. So when did you start narrowing and making that focus? Like, I have to get this done if I want to perfect what I started.
What got me focused really was it was like bills, money, and then like everything. Like, and then my job, one of my security jobs started acting up. I'm like, yeah, I gotta get me a full-time job.
Okay.
And then I already had a full-time job, but I was like, that's not my passion.
That's not what you want to do.
Yeah, my passion was like, even though I have a job here, but I wanted to make it full-time.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so the other thing too, when I had got married, that's when I was like, I gotta change some stuff around, like about work-wise.
So you start looking into yourself more and start planning out your life more and finding your passion and what you need to really focus on and master.
Yeah, so my passion is media.
So that's the lane that you should stay in. So that's your lane.
Yeah.
And I could see after 15 years of being in it, you could just only experience. They said we can't really use the past is the past. It's the future now you can really think about. So it's a good thing that you're actually getting back a grip of yourself. You mentioned you're married. You have a kid on the way, correct?
Yeah.
Congratulations. Do you know which he's a boy or girl?
Can't discuss that right now.
Cannot, but congratulations to you.
Fifth.
Let's ask the business. He pleaded the fifth. But congratulations to you. That's amazing because, once you bring a life in the world and you're married, you just have to make sure. I think a career and a focus is the best thing because your mistake that you made in the past, you don't want your kid to actually.
Yeah. But the thing is,
What?
the thing about mistakes is that you learn from them.
Yes.
And they meant to happen for a reason.
True. I agree on that.
He may stumble. He may fall.
Yes.
But you got to get up and get back in your lane.
Yes. You got to keep that focus because if you stumble and you stay down, nothing is going to happen, right?
Yeah, a lot of things too. Like sometimes I procrastinate. I learned that about myself.
Procrastinate. That's a big thing.
It's a big thing. And then now that the TikTok and stuff is out and you stay in the media made people like, I noticed that I can't stay in the line too long. Like, this like it's short. What's the word for it?
What do you mean? You can't stay in.
Patience is very short. When it comes down to standing in a line or you just want everything to be fast.
But you know what? Even though we have so much different social media, right? The lane that you're in currently, it's a given. Meaning it's a it's a field that keep changing and keep growing.
Yeah, that's why.
But it's always going to be here. So it's a career that you're always going to have. So as long as you master what you need to get done, the focus of to master the quality of your work, it's always gonna, it's always gonna give. People's always gonna gravitate to it after have the patience, the time, and don't really watch what nobody else is doing. Especially with the TikTok, you said you have the 15-second, the 30-second, where you have to wrap things up within.
Yeah, everybody's patient.
It's very thin.
It's short now.
Yes, and I actually said that.
Social media messed up people. Like if you had patience, like like long lines, people just like. I can't take it anymore. I gotta
They just leave if they go somewhere. You're so right about that, and I think that's one of the reasons why you have, as you mentioned, the 15-second and TikTok or the 1 minute, because they know that people actually they scroll up very fast. But what I'm learning these days, because I'm using myself too, I haven't really used TikTok that much. I haven't been on TikTok for like months and stuff because I just get to consuming it. And I want to make sure, unless I have a product or something to really market and sell, that's the only reason I want to. That's what I
want to say something too. Mm-hmm. That's why films are short now too.
Yes, movies.
Yeah.
And not only that, I don't know if you realize, even music. People want to bring the music under 3 minutes. Before, music were 3 minutes, about 4 minutes. Yep. Now it's all about that quick grab for that quick money. We're going to make a catchy hook, 2 minutes, and that's just about it. But quality will always outweigh quantity. And once you have value and your material have value, I think people will continue to support and gravitate towards that. Because I have people on social media that I watch and follow, and it's because of their value in their content and things that they do. It doesn't matter how many minutes that they actually on there for. I'm watching it because it's entertaining, it's quality, and it's not anything like that, BS. So as long as it's bringing value to you, I think that's amazing. So before, what difficulty has you faced?
People not listening.
Okay.
Like, it's like you hear me, but you're not really like hearing the message what I'm giving you. Like, and then when it's something happen, I notice that they'll come back. Oh, you was right about that. I'm like, I told you, but you ain't want to hear me.
So why you think people don't really listen to when you try to stir them into a direction?
Because they already drunk the spoiled milk.
Ooh, and what's the?
They already take, like, they know it's not good and they still taste it.
What?
Yeah, like they know it's no good, but they still go for it. Like,
Who you telling all of y'all out there, it is so true. Many of us, we don't listen sometimes, and I'll put myself in that. I'm hard-headed.
yeah, so that's what happens. Like, you try to give somebody advice, and plus I'm very blunt with it, so that's what people like. Oh, but sometimes I don't want to sugarcoat it. Like, I want to give you the real deal. Like, I'm not going to tell you that. Oh, I'm not going to say behind your breath. Oh, that breath stink. I'm just going to tell you, yo.
You're gonna be blunt.
You need to put a mint in that.
Oh wow.
You need to put a mint in that.
That was a little bit too much. Well, I totally get you on that. Bluntness is realness, and that's just how I see it and stuff. I'm from a Caribbean background, so I tell you, I get that every single day. I need to tone it down. You're talking to, you can't really say that. You got to find the words, and I'm like, I'm just being real. It's just real. What it is. What do you want me to say?
Yo, I mean, you would think I was mean when I used to bounce.
Uh-huh.
I used to bounce at a bar or whatever back in the day, like before COVID came. And they used to talk about this girl that used to come in. They used to call her Dragon Breath.
Wow. What?
And every time she come in, it's her birthday. But we had a nickname for, like, amongst security guards, we had a nickname for her. We call her Poof.
Oops. 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 Wow, no, that was funny.
Yeah.
And so, before I wrap things up, we've been here having a nice little time, a nice little talk, you know? So, I asked you, have you ever, like, swerved out of your lane? I know you told me you did, like, 3 different production, 3 different job.
Yeah, so I have swerved out of my lane before, like, being a warehouse manager at Caps for like 4 years. Oh, my favorite job was, I would never thought I was like be into like working with kids when I was like 18.
Okay.
So I used to work out at Kent Watershed I used to work for the city of Newark back in the day. And that job was the best job I ever had. And the money was right, just ain't had no benefits.
Okay, you know, they need the benefits. We need that.
I was, because it was like only like seasonal.
Okay.
It was a seasonal job, like the summer. That's it. But the pay was good.
That's good.
And I got I made a family there. Like, I got real close with the boss and everything.
You know what they say, if you don't got no benefit out there, you got to actually secure your future in the next way, get that life insurance.
Yeah, I got it all
get
now.
what you need to get,
Get that Aflac.
Yes, I'm a professional advisor right now, so, I'm learning a lot financially because, in the Black community especially, they don't really teach us that, or they teach us to be afraid of that, so to set in that foundation. So now I'm learning a lot, and my goal is to just help my people. We got to get this financial freedom. So have you faced any trauma that actually help you to become stronger in any way?
Let me see.
Because, we all go through trauma, and sometimes we may make it used to hold us down by having regrets, or sometimes may use as a motivation and to make us keep on going.
Like, I had made, like, I never made bad decisions with money before, but I think one year I did.
Okay.
And that kind of like traumatized me a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually stay on top of that. I just think I had a moment where I thought that I had it.
Yeah.
So we all
balling.
balling, but we ain't really balling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said you were balling, but
Yeah. So I was like, I wasn't that. Yeah. So you got to like the thing with people sometimes when they get a bunch of money in their hand, they don't know how to handle it correctly, which they think they got a handle on it, but they really don't.
okay. So
There will never be a right way of handling it, but once you get a grasp of what you do need in life, you gotta spoon feed yourself and discipline yourself with your money and financing, and then dealing with living in a home, keeping your home, and fixing your household is really a big deal in marriage too. But I'm learning that too.
one step at a time.
Yeah, but I don't tell nobody. I keep it to myself.
Of course, totally understand.
Yeah.
One step at a time, that's going to help you grow, because you step into your manlyhood and stuff. So you're no longer the little boy.
Ari was there when I was 13.
You see, look at that. But now you're more mature. The things that you were used to doing as a 13-year-old, you're not doing it now as a grown man, a family man. So
even though I already thought I was like 30.
yes, that you see, when we're younger, we always think that we're older, and then when we're older, we realize, wow, we still have a lot of learning to do and a lot of growing up to do.
Every
right?
every day is a learning process.
Yes, we're learning.
Yeah.
So as you're wrapping up, we kind of like, all right, let's see if I'll bring it. We got like 3 minutes. So what difficulty has you faced? I'm asking, what difficulties you faced, and what any advice that you can give for others that is out here that's trying to find their path?
Yeah, I would like to say, like, really, if you have a passion for something, you must keep focused on that. And like it's really, sometimes it's challenging. You might get thrown off a course, but you can get back on it.
True.
If you change that's what I did. I changed my environment. If you change your environment and you see the people around you,
take notes.
Yeah.
Listen.
See the people around you change perspective of you. Because when I did that, I brought one of my friends to school one day with me. And it was like, yo, this environment is so different. I like this. It's chill. The girls are nice. Nobody's trying to like, get out my face. I'll say, yeah, but it's not about that though. Like, it ain't about girls and stuff like that. It's just like that you see the different, like Newark is like not just the box, it's other things out there. Yeah. Like, and I kind of opened the eyes of some of my friends at the time, because people would say like I was like too hood sometimes. But I was like, nah, I don't know the definition of being too hood. Okay. I don't live that lifestyle. They were just going behind my ground. But anyway, I'm getting off subject. It's okay. But I would like, the advice I would give, like, just keep your head up, keep focused on, don't let nobody discourage you from your gift that you have, that you may have, get you out of your place, out of your character. Don't, just keep focusing on that. Like, it take time, and plus, like, building your character and being in a different environment helps too. Sometimes it's like you might put an impact in the environment that you in, that you came in, and then that's all I can give you right now. No,
those are some great advice, and you have made a few mistakes, but you make it very clear those were meant to happen. Yeah. But if hopefully there's someone out there that's going to listen to this advice and don't drink the spilled milk or the spoiled milk, as what you said before.
Let them get close, but don't let them touch.
Yes, but those are some very great advice. I'm happy you actually find back your path and the passion, and you're working towards your degree. So when are you looking to graduate?
It's going to be a while.
It's going to be a while. You're taking it one step at a time?
One step at a time, because I know the way I focus is like,
it's different?
It's different.
But you're going to get it done at the end of the day. You're going to get that degree.
Yeah.
Okay, as long as you're gonna get it done, you know, it doesn't matter where we start from as long as we finish, right?
Everybody tell you you can graduate from college from any age.
Yes.
It's just like working at a warehouse.
Yes. But no, you're right about that. There's no certain age. There's no age. As long as you go back and just get what you want.
Yeah. I recently have a cousin here that's taking classes. He's a re-entree.
Okay.
He's a little older than me.
Okay.
But he just got back in school, and he's working with an outside program for young youth that's in the juvenile system, and like he's helping them get back on track.
Okay, that's amazing. Look at that. Yeah. So it's all about your environment, guys. Make sure if you're in a position where you feel like you're stuck or you can't get out of it, just look within yourself, look around your surrounding, your environment, and then if you can actually change out of that and go into a newer environment, it can help you to motivate you. Because I think one thing that I take away from here in theme, it's the big thing on environment. Coming to this college, actually, you know, I said it's my sanctuary because I was in like a dark place at that time, and actually helped me a lot and stuff. I didn't expect coming to, you know, school would do that, even though I always believe in your circle. The people that you spar with is a reflection of who you are. My job, they always say, my boss would say, if you want to become a crackhead, surround yourself with crackhead. If you want to become a millionaire, surround yourself with millionaires, right? Yeah. And anything you watch is going to feed your brain. So if you want to be motivated and inspired, you got to watch things that's going to make a difference within yourself. You can't say you want change and not doing the action for change within itself. Because change is not going to happen overnight unless you do it for you, because nobody's going to save you but yourself. You're right. That's true, right? Mm-hmm. So before, this one was a long. So stay in your lane.
You ain't know I was that serious, did you? You thought I just play too much.
No, I get to know a lot about you. I just want to say final thoughts of, you know, congratulations. I'm happy you really find back your path and your passion, and just continue to focus on what you do. Hopefully we can do a photo shoot very soon, you know, because I'm a little model over here and I love art. So hopefully we can do a photo shoot. Let's see. I'm saying it on here because my birthday is coming up in a few days. So guys, look out. Maybe you see some nice photo shoot and you're wondering who it is. Just know that it's Thyme Hefner. You can, if you want to drop your contact and stuff, if you have any last word that you want to say, you can go ahead, plug it in.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my peoples, Lynette and they have like a little clothing shop. They do fashion. They really got me into fashion again. Because at first I really wasn't really into it. At first I wasn't into it, and I fell off a little bit. And then I had met them, and I like what they doing and in contact. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to give a shout out to them. And then shout out to Sean's Studio and North Express.
Shout out. Yeah,
so they do like they rent out their photography studios for free.
Ooh, that's a big thing.
Yeah. You just have to bring your own camera.
You just have to bring your own camera.
Your own camera, but you can use their backdrops. You can use their dresser room. You can use everything.
Where are they located?
Downtown Newark, inside the Haynes building where Whole Foods is at. And it's called North Express.
Oh, we have to make an appointment this week, not this weekend or next week before my birthday, because we have to do a photo shoot. Okay, I'm gonna become one of your kind. Let's go. We got to do a collaboration, art to art, because this is how art gets shown. And so, do you have an Instagram?
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead.
It's Tahim. I think it's Tahim 88. Yeah, Time 88, because the other one got hacked. I don't know why we want to hack my. I don't understand that.
What?
They try to hack this one too, but I hacked them back.
Wow, you hacking the hacker?
Yeah, like I was like, nah, I'm not losing the like. Did a lot of videos and stuff on there, like even though I have them saved.
Oh wow. Okay, so you can check out Thahim at Thahim88 at Instagram. You can see some of his artwork. If you want to get in contact for any photo shoot, where can they get in contact with you?
I haven't set that up yet.
You haven't set that up. Do you have a Gmail? Do you have an email?
Yeah, I have an email. It's Tahim4688 gmail.com.
So is it THEEME?
TAHE. No, my bad. I apologize. It's tgreen4688 at gmail.com.
So T Green. That's TGREEN.
With an E, nothing, E at the end, and then 4688.
Okay, I hope you guys get that. Let me repeat it again. So if you want to photo shoot anything, you can always plug yourself in at TGREENE4688
gmail.com.
at gmail.com. So that's our final thought. I want to say thank you so very much for actually coming in here and actually sitting down with me, letting me know about your backstory, letting me know about how you actually get in your lane, you serve in your lane, and your time here at Essex County. I really appreciate your time, and I really appreciate getting to know you. In the future, we can always collab, and yeah, maybe change the world. Let's see. Ooh, hey, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. That was so offbeat. But again, guys, I want to say, ooh, wow. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. So this is the end of our final episode. I want to say thank you for actually listening and tuning in. Remember, my name is Samantha. I'm the president for the business. I'm the president for the podcast club and also the vice president for the business club. You can always check out this podcast on YouTube and also Spotify. Yes, drop your comments, like the video, let us know your thoughts. And also, if you want to become a part of the movement, you can always come over to the Student Dasher, or you can reach me at Samanta Harmond 1992 at gmail.com, which you can leave me a nice little message. You can send me an email, and I will definitely get back in contact with you, because we're about to inspire, motivate, and yes, let's get ready. Let's go. Ready, set, go. Hey, hey, I love the music, so thank you guys. I'm out. This is the end of a successful third episode.
Thank you for having me so much. Thank you.
Do you have any final word for me before we go?
Where the food at?
Where the food at? Where the food at? Thank you guys, and I'm out. Bye.
This has been a production of the Essex County College Podcast Club. Copyright 2024, all rights reserved.